So in this, what happens is, as I have told you, clinical diagnosis of diabetes mellitus, the first sign is one of the important sign, that is, can you remember, glycosuria. So first of all, we will detect glycosuria. Okay. So what happens is, if there is a person who is passing urine and in that urine high amount of glucose is there, how we will diagnose it? So we have already spoken about this condition. So what we will do is, we will take the urine sample, and we will do a simple test which is known as Benedict's test. Okay, just hold on. We will do a test called Benedict's test. Benedict's test we will do. Okay. Now in Benedict test, what we do? We take a solution called Benedict's solution. Okay. So this is your test tube. This is your test tube. Okay. In this one, you take Benedict's solution. Benedict's solution. Okay. And then you add urine. Okay. Then what you do is, you put it into heat. You heat the solution. Okay. After heating, there will be a color change. So we shall see how exactly the color change will take place. Now this is colorless urine. Okay. Now in the result, you will see 3 different types of colors, or 3 different types of what we call as conditions. Okay. So what are the conditions? This is, for example, colorless. After heating, there could be 3 different things. Okay. So what could be the thing? First, it could be a brick red color. Just hold on. I'll put it like this, and then solid. I'll put the second color as well. So now this will convert. Okay. Can you see? Now it has become a brick red color. Okay. Now one more thing, it could be green. It could be green. Okay, no. Okay. And again, it could be colorless. So 3 things can happen. One, brick red color. Another is green color, and another is no color change. So we'll see what will happen. First, if there is a brick red color, high glucose. Okay, and we'll put high glucose as +3, like this, plus. Okay, very high level of glucose. Now here it is moderate glucose. Okay. In moderate glucose, we will put +2. Okay. +2, or sometimes +1, depending on the intensity of the color. Okay. If the color is very high, then it will be dark green. If it is low, then it will be a little less green. Now if there is no color change, that is, it is no change. So it will be what? It will be a negative. Okay. We'll put here itself. We'll put in a smaller size. Yeah. Okay. These could be the 3 different scenarios. Why exactly this thing takes place, we will explain later on. So first of all, we will diagnose whether the patient is having glycosuria or not by adding a solution called Benedict's solution. What is there inside Benedict's solution? We had an idea already, but I'll explain later on. Now this is the first hand reaction. The second reaction, Now here what we are doing is, just hold on, again I have to increase the size. Okay, now here what happens is, here we are testing in urine, test in urine sample. Okay, now we'll do what, a blood sample. Now here we will detect glucose in blood, glucose in blood, and we'll do it by what, by a specific method. Okay, so in this specific method what we have to do is, we have to again take blood sample and then do the reaction. Okay, so we will take blood sample, the processing and all other things I will talk later on. Now from blood sample we will do what, just hold on, no, it will be like this only, but this will this. Okay, so we'll take blood sample, and from that blood we will isolate plasma mostly. Okay, and then subsequently we will do a test. Okay, now this test is done through a specific kind of experiment, and we call it spectrophotometric analysis. Okay, or colorimetric analysis. This test will be done by a thing called spectrophotometer or a colorimeter. Spectrophotometric analysis or a colorimetric analysis, or a colorimetric analysis. Okay, so what we'll do is, in blood glucose we will do one kind of, and in urine we will do one more kind of test. Now for doing this test we will use a specific kind of what, principle. Okay, every reaction is having some kind of principle. For example, when we did Benedict's test, we used the principle of Benedict. Now here we will do a reaction which is known as GOD-POD principle, by using GOD-POD reaction principle. Okay, so we will do the test. Okay, now what exactly GOD-POD stands for, this thing we will learn today, and we will close our class. Okay, so GOD-POD stands for this, you have to learn, and I will give some more, at least 4 more questions. Remember, glucose oxidase per oxidase test. Okay, so this reaction which we will be discussing later on will be from glucose oxidase per oxidase reaction. Okay, and GOD-POD, here you see GOD. Okay, here you see POD. Okay, GOD-POD reaction. Through GOD-POD reaction only we will do the estimation of blood glucose, which we will do in the later class. So again, question number 9, what do you mean by glycosuria? Question number 9. Question number 10, you have to write, explain everything. Since this thing will happen, and therefore glucose will come out, and this condition is known as glycosuria. Okay, so how we will detect glycosuria in urine? Next question. Okay, here also whatever we have taught today, that only you write, not more than that. It will be 1 mark question. Okay, next, how will you determine glucose in blood? Okay, how will you determine glucose in blood? In this one only this much you write, whatever things I have told you today. Okay, next, number So